everybody, this is Shane R. Monroe. For NVIDIA Shield Zone, we're going to take a look at the new NVIDIA Shield TV. This is the 2017 edition, also known as, quote, the new Shield TV. So I haven't even opened this thing up yet. So let's take a peek. I did cut the strips. This thing's got a nice little bit of suction on it. Alright, well, my goodness, this thing is a lot smaller. Here's a look at the new unit. It's extraordinarily lightweight. Gives you some shots of the back. So we have power, Ethernet, HDMI, and 2 USB ports. Looks like some cooling action there. And nothing on the front or the sides. Still the touch button that we've both grown to love and know. And there's some extra cooling on the bottom there. Very, very small little guy. Also included in here, let's pull this guy out. Here is the remote control unit, as you can see. It's a little bit different. Feels like the same quality buttons. Blaster on the front. Looks like there's maybe some plastic on here maybe to take off. No? Alright. What else comes in the box? The infamous new Shield controller. We'll take a look at that separately. What else is in the box? Looks like your standard NVIDIA USB. And inside of here is your power supply. So pretty much what you would expect. Proprietary still. Put that to the side. Quick start guide, support guide. And that's pretty much all she wrote. Alright, well, let's get this out of the way so we can actually take a look front and center at these little guys. Alright, we all know what the USB cable looks like. We know what the power supply looks like. So what we're really looking at here are these guys. Alright, so we took a look at the Shield already. We took kind of a quick look at the remote. We're going to compare and contrast with the existing OG original ones. But now let's take a look at this guy. Very comfortable in the hand. Let me see here. Let me grab we can compare and contrast this right now. A little dusty. Alright, so here's the original OG controller. As you can see, aside from a little dust on here, which is, I live in Arizona, so Arizona, everything is covered in dust. Put a little magnetic pogo charger thing on the back. Pretty cool. So this is the old one, and this is the new one. This one I always thought felt pretty good because I've got pretty big hands. You can see how my hands cup around the back. And this guy, it still feels pretty good, right? So I do more gripping around here. Buttons feel nice and responsive. I do like this, there's a rubberized texture around this corner here. These, as you can see, these ones don't quite have that. They do have little dots on them. And these are a little tighter. Feel good. Clicks in. D-pad feels very, very clicky. This feels more mushy on the original one. So we still have this touch. This actually isn't a capacitive anymore. There's actually a click where this one was not. It was just a capacitive touch. Gone are these two capacitive switches there, and those are replaced down here by physical buttons. I like that. The volume control now is this smooth area in the middle, so you can volume up and volume down just by swiping. By the way, the controller works the same way, those of you who did not know. On the top we have a plug, Shield logo, so it's kind of compare and contrast, right? There's no headphone jack on this guy. Not there anyway. Oh, there it is. There's the headphone jack, it looks like underneath. Yep, it says headphone on it. Let's see. So these feel a lot more like a regular controller than the old triggers. Clicky, not so clicky on the old ones. Alright, so to compare and contrast here, so you guys can see how this holds up. This is a Wii U Pro controller. This is an Xbox One controller. So as you can see, if anything, I would say that the Xbox One controller and the new Shield controller share a lot of similarities. Very, very much so. Of course, the placement here is a little different, but the clickety D-pad, right? The rubberish externals here, right? Well, there you go. All right, so the next thing we want to do is pull out an original Shield TV so you guys can compare and contrast it against the old one. Just unplug this guy. Oh, he's got to get dusted off a little bit or I'll get hate mail. How come your stuff's so dusty? Why isn't it ever clean? Well, you're going to get a little dusting. This is my work unit, so it's been dropped, kicked, otherwise mauled. And yes, it's a little dirty, so sue me. Let's take these out of the way. All right. There's the original. I thought I'd clean it better than that. All right, so here's the original 16 gigabyte unit. You can see considerably bigger. And let's put this little guy in here. All right. Well, there you go. That's pretty much says the whole thing right there, right? Completely different size. Again, touch. Missing the micro SD card slot. That's an important thing to note. Micro SD card slot. Gone, gone, gone. All right. So there you go. There you go. Old versus new. All right. So let's take this old guy out the door here. All right. Next up, we're going to charge up the controller and take her for a spin. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, so until we get the Shield set up where we can actually record video directly on here, we're going to go ahead and show you the setup here of the new Shield. And I'm currently using the remote. There was nothing to pull out or no tabs or anything, so I'm not sure exactly how you get this thing open to replace the batteries inside, but I'm sure it's available somewhere. So we're going to go ahead and select English. Yes, I do. I do have an Android. All right. So now I'm going to use the Android Quick Setup. Alright. Okay, Google. Oops, dang it. No video of mine would be complete without dogs barking, wrestling in the background. Set up my device. Alright, get started, blah blah blah, searching for devices. There's the Shield. Connecting to your device. And do a verify code. As you can see, they match. Yay! I'm so sorry for the dogs barking. Something went wrong. Alright, well, I guess we get to look at manual setup. I'll use my password. D-A-R-K, oops, U-N-I at Gmail, and no peeky, alright, and my two-step authentication, yes, ooh-wah-wee, that was a toughie, alright, success. Alright, of course I accept, oh, look at that, that's bad. I will accept. Sure, I don't care. Go ahead. Use and abuse me. Alright, what do we got going on here? This might, oh, unable to connect, huh? Go to network setup. I am signed in, I accept. I got this thing plugged in, right? Am I right? Yes. Let's go, boys. Alright. So nothing is without, use my Google account. Alright. So we have an update, of course. Nothing like a day one purchase update. Alright. Sorry, my camera does not like to adjust to my monitor very well. Like I said, we'll switch to something better. The onboard recording. as soon as this is done. All right. Now this does come with Android Nougat, aka 7.0, already installed. We are still awaiting for the 7.0 drop for the OTA version to the OG Shield TV, the original 2015 edition. Alright, so we're not seeing anything super new here so far. One of the few things that catches my eye right away, that should also be catching your eye right away. I don't have control yet. Yeah, I guess I'm upgrading the Shield accessories. Alright, updating the Shield remote. Alright, excellent. Now, there we go. Excellent. So, there we go. So there's some getting started action. See if there's any other updates that need to go on here. Yeah, see, Shield accessories update ready to go. For the controller, I assume. Let's take a peek here. Alright. Yep, there we go. Alright. Well, the only thing different that I can see thus far is the background's a little different. Got some crossbar action. This, of course, is the biggie right here, Amazon Video. There's no sign of the Steam app that we were talking about. Let's go to the Play Store and see if we got any updates awaiting us. Yes, I agree to let Google own my heart and soul forever. And, of course, there's a little update action. There always is. If there's anything exciting in here. No, play music. Actually, there's quite a bit of updates to be done. Alright, so that's the first thing you should do, is go take that update. In the meantime, we can go and poke around and see if there's any other goodies going on in here. Not there. Let's go down here. Alright, this all looks pretty much the same. Oh, network looks a little different. Ethernet. Oh, proxy settings. That's fun. Scanning always available. Sure. Oh, just there. Sorry. Shield accessories, right? Controller 1 is about halfway charged. Nice. Good, good. And what else do we have? Let's go into the major settings here. Okay. So network, we've already visited there. Display and sound. All right. So I do have a high refresh rate monitor, so let's see, what can I do with that? Anything? No, I'm kind of locked into that. That's kind of sucky. CEC TV on off control. Advanced settings. Let's see what we got here. Dynamic range. Oh, all sorts of fun stuff over here. Overscan. Fixed volume. Blah blah blah. I'm disappointed that I can't use a higher refresh rate. I am using a Dell G-Sync monitor, 144 hertz maximum refresh rate. But then again, you know, what are we going to do? Alright, system. Okay, performance mode, max, LED brightness. I wonder if you can actually turn the LED off. Some people would like that. Look at that. Change it to low. Alright, here, let's take a look at this. Alright, so let me see if I can get that in there. Alright, so that's low. Medium. High. Off. Nice. For those of you who don't like that green eye staring out at you, I actually like the green eye, so I'm turning it back on, but that's pretty cool. I don't remember if you could do that with the other one or not. But let's move along. Apps, all stuff we've seen before. Storage and reset. Now this is the one place we're going to want to jump in here and probably add some adaptive storage, because 16 gigabytes, well, 11 gigabytes, that's not enough. Alright, screensaver, alright, standard stuff, Google Cast, about, and let's see, you can definitely see 7.0, blah, 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 software version 5.0, date and time. None of this should be super exciting, but we'll flip through it anyway. Keyboard, home screen. Recommendation row. So we got in here. Oh, so we can shut some stuff off. I don't remember if we could do this before either. But that's cool. Apps and game rows. You can reorder the apps, sort automatically. Nice. Reorder games row. Sweet. All right, that's cool. And let's see. Search. Searchable apps. Here's what ones you can turn on. All right. I don't care about Voodoo. I don't care about live channels. I'm good with everything else, though. All right. Save search filter is off, which is exactly right. I need Fahrenheit because I'm American and damn Celsius. Speech. Oh, no, we can't have blocking of offensive word. Now stop that. I'm also an American. I like to swear. Okay, yeah. Pairing, Bluetooth, shield accessories, location, security and restrictions. Unknown sources. We'll need to turn that on so we can do some side loading later. Usage and diagnostics and my Google account. All right, well, all the stuff we expect to see. And how we doing here, boys? We're all recently nicely updated. Perfecto. All right, so now we're all updated. We got the latest stuff. Just for giggles, we'll launch this Amazon app. Hey, I'm trying to record a video here. Don't cock your head and look cute. No. All right, I could sign in. Yeah. All right, so let's do that real quick. I'll do that on my computer. I'm glad they make this easy. Amazon.com. My TV. Alright, makes me sign in. That's good. Alright, register your device. Registration code is AZSTUG. Alright. And, sure. Let's see, billing address. It wants me to make sure my payment settings are up to date. Cool. That all looks good. Save changes. All right, cool. All right, my device is now linked to my Amazon account. All right, so let's see what we got here. Oh, very nice. So we finally get to see Amazon video on an Android device without any hacking or weird crap. All right, sweet. Looks pretty good. Yeah, nice, fast, responsive. I love it. Yeah, so it's going and caching some stuff. That's good. All right, neat. I'm not going to play anything because it'll just trip some content manager from YouTube, and that's the last thing I need is for Mozart in the Jungle to think that I'm pirating their crap on YouTube. All right, cool. Well, that's really neat. That's a good thing. All right, so just for fun, I can see if the search has been updated to handle Amazon. Searchable apps. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame that that's not been added. But maybe it can be added some other way. All right. So good. All right, so we got the basics out of the way. I'm not sure what else we really need to look at here. All right, so since my camera crapped out on me towards the end of my video, I figured I'd shoot a little bit more here, show you guys the differences between the original Shield remote, which, by the way, is the one that you'll get if you purchase it online. So if you go to Amazon or Best Buy and you purchase a NVIDIA Shield remote, then you will be getting this guy, which is the original one. This is the one that comes with the new Shield Android TV. So aside from this one being a lot more worn than the other one, you can see from the front it looks pretty much the same. If you hold them side by side, they match up size-wise. Just want to take a peek at the width there. All right, so here's the original OG one. Of course, it has the same buttons, same circular pad, all the same buttons. This one lights up. I'm sorry, the original one lights up when you hit the button. No, it's not paired up, but this one has a light, this one does not. If you look at the top, this one has an IR blaster, right? The new one has an IR blaster. And they both control the volume by sliding in the middle. And here's where you see one of the bigger deals. The original one has a USB, micro USB charge, and a headphone jack for private listening. Nada here. And the back, of course, is about the same. This the new one feels flatter. This one's a little fatter feeling. The older one, I like the The heft is about the same. I thought that this one, the new one, was a little lighter, but it's not. I tend to kind of like this one because it's wider, the older one. But with the IR blaster here and, with the IR blaster here, I switched hands. So there's a couple of differences. A lot of people may wonder, especially if they get one used or already pre-configured for them, how do you change the battery out? This guy's got a lithium rechargeable, so there's no changing the battery out. Once this goes, it goes. So this is kind of cool to have on this one. So if you take a pen, there's a little dimple right here. Just push in gently, and then eject, and you will see the battery. Two standard, I believe that's 2032, CR 2032 batteries. And it just slides right in there, locks in, and you're good. So there you go. There's a quick comparison of the two OG versus the new Shield remote. Again, this OG one is the one that you're going to get if you buy one separately. According to my rep over at NVidia, this new one will not be available as a separate SKU, at least not right now. There's no plans to do so. So the only way to get one of these new ones with that IR blaster and the changeable batteries is to purchase the new Shield. Otherwise, you're going to get this guy, and this guy is great. It's rechargeable. A lot of people like that. So there you go. So that pretty much wraps up my coverage on the new Shield TV. Obviously, there'll be much more to talk about once we get to look at some of the software. As a final follow-up, I did have a chance to take this new controller out for a spin. I played a whole bunch of Android native games. I played some GeForce Now games, and I played some games over GameStream. And I would like to point out that while this controller does support Rumble, you're not going to find a lot of games that support Rumble. In fact, I could not find a single native Android game, including those made by NVIDIA themselves, such as Borderlands. None of those actually activated and used the Rumble. I do understand that some of the emulators might actually use it. I haven't had a chance to look at that yet. But if you use this on GameStream, not GeForce Now, to stream PC games, but you use your PC to stream the whatever's necessary for Rumble to work, is sent over to the controller. So if you play Call of Duty on your PC streamed to the Shield TV, you will get Rumble out of this guy. And it feels great. It feels just like every other controller. Top-notch job. Of course, the one thing, you're going to have to worry about is not a lot of Android games. In fact, none so far that I've found. Even the ones you would expect to support it, Dead Trigger 2, Beach Buggy, none of those games supported Rumble. Even Zen Pinball, which did support vibration control or vibration feedback, did not light up. It did not understand that this was a force feedback compatible controller. So we'll keep an eye out on the NVIDIA Shield FAQs up on NVIDIA Shield Zone. We'll be updating lists of games that we find compatible as they become available. And, of course, keep an eye on our news site. We'll be sure to give you that as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is Shane R. Monroe with NVIDIA Shield Zone. We'll see you next time.